Wow, what a great guy, Brian.
Yeah.
Signature Saint. Sig.
Yeah, Brian.
He's a cool dude. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like him. Yeah.
He said even his mother calls him Sig. So that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
He's
Yeah.
famous.
Imagine having something like that, such a big part of your life that your own mother,
Yeah.
calls you the name,
Yeah.
Sig.
It's like my mum calling me Captain.
Now that I would like to see. That would be really
Yeah.
hilarious. I'm sure you could probably arrange
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, he's a nice guy. It's really great to catch up with him.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really was. It's just something so different. I mean, as I mentioned in the interview, I personally don't have any tattoos, so I just could not even imagine having that many. What did he say was that 170, something like that? I don't even remember the actual number that he
A
said, but
Guinness Book of Records,
yeah,
you know, number.
it's going to
So
be
yeah.
yeah, I mean, imagine applying for a Guinness Book of World Records on anything. It's just
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
But
was
yeah.
saying that they had a Guinness Book of World Records for the number of signatures tattooed on your body from one team. So they must have one like for number of signatures, period, tattooed on your. Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Like
does
the,
make me think though. It does make me think of I'd love to go back there. You're very fortunate to be
yes,
visiting it with your
I
daughter, you know.
will be in New Orleans this weekend, Nolans or whatever you want to say this weekend with
Yeah.
my daughter, and I will be wearing something very special. Pardon the hair, just the old wig today.
Oh, there he is.
I'll be
Yeah, I
wearing
wonder where that
this.
was.
Yeah, did you lose that for a little while? I think I
Looking
absconded with it the
around
last
for
time I
it.
was in England a month or two ago. So yeah, so I'll be wearing this just so that
Representing
people
the
will,
captain with his hat.
yeah, just so that people will know
Famous.
that you are there like in spirit, if not in body.
Yes.
So yes,
Yeah. Well, you'll be retreading a lot of really cool places,
yeah.
I mentioned in the interview about this, I'm using it as a money bank at the moment, but
Is that why it's so stuffed with all that money?
yeah, but I couldn't throw it away, could I? I mean, this
No.
was when we went to New Orleans, if you remember. I mean, it was a life event. I mean,
Yeah, it was
it
really
was a crazy
wonderful.
time, and it was just such a cool place. Such a
It's a
cool
great
place.
city anyway. I mean, I've always counted it as one of my top cities to visit in the US. But,
Yeah,
sometimes when I'm over in England, British people will say, "Oh, what would you visit?" I've never been to the States. And I always tell them, New Orleans is a wonderful city with a lot of culture. I've always loved San Francisco.
I hope,
Obviously,
I hope with Brian, I didn't scare him too much with this freaky costume.
yeah, what's the deal with the costume? Explain. Tell me what's going on.
Well,
I have not seen this.
this is just you know, you know me for costumes and stuff, and I mean, Captain is a military guy, so this is a military costume, and
Hmm.
this is a summer wear. This is what I planned to wear, at games in America in the summer because it's not so hot and everything like
But wait,
rather than the tails.
what about your seersucker jacket? That was your summer
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah, but I mean, I just wanted, with the Sam Brown here and everything, and this really cool hat that I made. That's a
Is that like a pith helmet?
Yeah, it's a pith helmet. It's a Victorian flipping pith helmet.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God. And
but
you've like managed to jag it up.
yeah, it was beige before I think, but it's now white.
Oh, you painted it.
And
Okay.
but it's very important to realize. It's very important. This is say the kind of Victorian hunter type costume. That's the look I
So,
want to give. But the only weapon of choice will be this.
yes. You're doing your shooting with that.
The only shooting I will be doing is with this latest technology that I got from Honest Eddie in London. So he
Well,
assures me it's the latest technology. So
oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure
yeah,
it's great. I mean, it looks like it's really high tech there.
I
But
know.
the captain is you mentioned the captain's a military guy. I mean, so it sounds like honestly, sounds like this captain person has kind of taken on a personality of his own and kind of has his own story.
Yeah, yeah. All will be revealed at some point. But anyway, thinking about New Orleans, yeah, I mean, they're so lucky to have that stadium. I mean that
It
the
is.
dome. I mean,
It
it's
is.
just
I mean, it's not the highest tech brand new dome, but I remember being in there. It was my first time in there a couple of years ago too, and I was like, this is just
I
amazing.
know,
Looking
looking up.
around, it felt like it went on forever, didn't it? It was like,
Yeah, it looked like it was something out of Star Wars. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, it was pretty cool.
waiting for
It was just,
Darth to come out from somewhere.
yeah. Well, admittedly, I haven't been to all stadiums, and I haven't been to a lot of domes actually. So maybe that's just what was impressing me so much was the dome, but it seemed very foreboding, a lot of people in black.
Yeah.
It's just very,
And what was it? The French Quarter. I mean, that's
right
a
on
cool
the
place
edge.
to
Yeah.
go, isn't it? If you remember.
Brilliant. Yeah, I can't
Remember,
wait to get back there this weekend. And signature Sig Brian gave me some tips on some things to see that maybe some of the tourists wouldn't know about. So I'm excited about that. I remember
yeah.
last time going to the World War II Museum, which was amazing. I think that was one of the best war museums I've ever been to. Um,
And I
it,
know how much you love war museums.
uh, yeah, it's not my favorite thing. It's not my
Well,
favorite thing.
next time you're in Southampton, right here, only 10 minutes walk away, there's a Spitfire museum that I'll take you to.
Lovely.
You'll love it.
Can't wait. And the
I
funny thing is
know.
about the Saints and about Southampton is, any Premier League fans will know that the Southampton team is the Saints. The quote soccer team
Are
is
they
the
Premier
Saints.
now?
Pardon?
Are they Premier now?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to
Oh,
say that. Sometimes,
oopsie.
sometimes I just say that, when I'm just talking about English soccer. I know it's not the same thing. I certainly
They
don't know a lot
were,
about the sport
they
because,
were,
being
but
American, didn't grow up with
they're
it.
a bit, they're a bit rubbish. So
Yeah,
they got,
yeah.
well,
I
it's
mean,
called being relegated. They're no longer, I think, in the Premiership. They're in the
okay.
next, they're in the
What's the
next
next
one
one
down.
down called?
You're asked,
Yeah. I guess
I don't
that's why
know.
you're an NFL fan in the first place is because you hate soccer. So, it's like I shouldn't say
Yeah.
hate. Hate is a strong word. We don't want to do hate,
I'm
but
thinking donuts now. I'm thinking donuts. What do you call
you're
them? What do you call them?
beignets.
Beignets.
That's a French donut.
Oh, is it? But there's no
Well, I mean,
jam in
every
them.
every
There's no
country seems to have
jam.
their version of like fried batter with powdered sugar
Ugh.
on it. Beignets. I mean,
I wanna
it's a
I
French
want a
powdered
very messy
donut.
beignet.
Yeah,
I
every
challenge anybody to go into that place. What's the place called?
Café du Monde.
Cafe du Monde. I challenge anybody to go in there, eat one of their beignets, and not get it all down them.
Oh, it's like legendary. It's like if you wear black to Café du Monde, you're kind of
Oh,
an idiot. I mean, it's like
yeah.
a
And
newbie thing to do. It's like, oh,
well,
what are you
when
doing?
I went there, I was wearing my tails, which is practically black,
Yes,
but
exactly.
that was good. I
I
mean,
remember you getting a bit of powder on there,
yeah.
bit
One
of
thing I remember most of all is having a flipping NFL camera in my face all the time.
yeah,
And they
that was
kept
crazy.
staging it, it's like in the movies.
And
The
it's
waitress
what
coming up to me.
Yeah, you do movie things. I mean, the captain has a little side job of doing movie things, and it surprised me because I've never been on a movie set really, but it surprised me just seeing how many times they have to do things and get all these
How
permissions.
repetitive. Yeah.
All these like people that worked at Cafe Du Monde had to get a signature saying, yes, I'm okay with being on camera, and none of them
Yeah.
actually ever appeared on camera. They cut all of that out except for somebody's hands,
They cut out. If
handing
you
you
think
the
about, if we
yeah,
reminisce about when we were there.
yeah,
So for people that don't know, we were flown to New Orleans by uh Thursday
Thursday
Night
Night
Football,
Football, Amazon, yeah.
Amazon, and well, I was kind of, we were treated like kind of mini celebrities, really. So,
It was crazy.
and we had a whole day, didn't we, of filming. We had our own camera crew, and we were
Wonderful
taken
people.
around all the iconic places in the city,
Right.
and it was really cool. I mean, it was a life event. It was just one of the best days of my life, I think.
Yeah, it was amazing. But
And
again, they had to film all day for 20 seconds of footage.
yeah,
Crazy.
it's a shame we couldn't get the footage
Yeah, I would
that
really
they
like to
didn't
have some of
use.
that raw footage.
I mean, do you
It's so
remember
good.
that they had me strutting with my tail down the road
Yeah, and you had to do that like 15 times, and the
15,
onlookers were
20
like,
times,
what the
and I had to
hell is this
I
weird
really had to
guy in a
shake
cat
my
suit?
booty
Yeah, that's what you were doing.
with the
Yeah,
tail.
yeah.
And,
In fact, one of the assistant directors had to show you how to strut
yeah,
properly. He was like, let me show you how to wiggle
let me
your
show
butt.
you.
Yeah, I guess you weren't doing a proper butt wiggle.
No,
Yeah, that's really
no.
funny. It was,
Do you remember the game though? I mean,
Oh, that was an amazing game. I
You
remember
know,
like
we
in the fourth quarter, I remember I had to go somewhere or do something. It wasn't just the bathroom. I had to do something else. I think I had to get you something because the captain has a lot of needs. You know what I mean? He needs like I consider myself like
tea,
the handler.
tea,
It
tea.
could have been tea. It's always tea with you, but it was something that I had to do because you always need a straw or you need something to,
You make
clean
me
up the
sound really high
makeup.
maintenance,
You're
honestly.
very high maintenance, and
No, I'm really not.
I was like a handler, so I had to run somewhere to get something for you. I don't
No,
remember.
I was thinking about I was
No,
rewinding,
what?
thinking about getting to the stadium
No. I
and
was
being taken in
rewinding
one
to
of the
the fourth
side.
quarter to the actual game against the Jags. And in the fourth quarter, my point was I had to go get something for you because you are high maintenance. And I had to go up to like wherever. I remember going, we were seated somewhere on the first level, like maybe 20 rows up. And I remember having to go up the stairs, go somewhere on the concourse. And of course, when I'm on the concourse, it's no big deal. They're just like, oh, there's this, Jags person. Not a big deal. When I'm with you, I can't move 2 feet because
I
everybody has to
think
get a
you
picture.
actually
But
probably want to go to the toilet,
I
probably.
no, I remember it was something to do with you, but I probably did go to the
Is
toilet
either
or
going
the
to the toilet
bathroom.
or having a getting a Pepsi. That's probably what it was for
No,
you.
no, no. It was probably just
And you're
might have been the
blaming the captain.
bathroom, but it had something to do with the captain. But anyway, so I was going up there and I remember looking at some of the thing and just hearing all these roars and I was looking at and it was getting really close. I mean, that game was scary. I was thinking because I thought earlier in the game I thought we got this in the bag,
Yeah.
not a
Yeah,
problem.
poor
But then it got I was like really in fact I had to stand there riveted to the screen for a little bit because I was really really worried. But then there was a comeback. That
yeah.
was when the year, that was 23, and that was when they were doing pretty good. And they were kind of on a
Yeah.
winning streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they managed to pull
Yeah.
that one out,
Just. Yeah.
which was
I
incredible to
remember
do.
walking along the concourse and literally every second person that walked past us wanted their photograph taken.
Mm,
So yeah,
it was
it was a
crazy.
good thing. And then, of course, afterwards, what was it? After the game, was it the same day that we stumbled on, or I say stumbled, but um, there was that parade that, that
It was after.
we
It wasn't the
decided
same day. No, it was the game was a Thursday night game, and I think that parade was either Friday or Saturday.
that was really
Um,
cool. That was
yeah,
just probably
it
the
was an
best parade I've
impromptu
ever seen.
Halloween parade. It was the week before Halloween, but it was still
Yeah.
they have Halloween parades at least 2 weekends in a row
Oh,
in New Orleans, and
I remember dancing. I remember dancing with somebody.
you want to dance with somebody. Yeah, it was,
Well, I
yeah,
remember just, yeah, I remember
it was, I mean,
dancing.
parades are crazy anyway. And, it's more of a American thing, I guess. I mean, I know you guys have parades, but not like that.
And of course, I was dressed
Yes, you were
as
dressed
the
like that.
crazy cat.
Yeah.
I
But
remember that. I remember somebody come up to me and go, "Is it really you?"
yeah, well, that's because they had just seen Thursday Night Football or whatever. I mean, it was kind of a big
Yeah.
deal. It was like the flavor of the week, you know what I mean? So
Wasn't
that's
there
kind of where.
somebody that wasn't there somebody that we were talking to and they said, "Oh my God, thank God you're English."
Well, why wouldn't you be? I mean, yeah.
Well, you know,
I guess I mean, I go to London and I'm not English. So, I mean, I was at that game standing there and I wasn't English. So a lot of us Americans do go over to the games. And so they probably just thought, oh, maybe you weren't. Maybe people said that you were from London or that you were a London fan, but,
yeah.
maybe you weren't
I
English.
think
Maybe
during
you
the
weren't.
game we got pointed out by the commentator.
Yeah.
What's the what?
Al
Um,
Michaels.
Al Michaels. Yeah, he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, there's Captain Duval, no relation to the
No relation to
actor
Robert Duval.
Robert Duval."
It's like, well, no, I guess you could be, but I really doubt it. No relation to the actual guy that Duval County and a few other streets and places in Florida are named for. So,
But what
I don't know
Brian
what
was
he would
saying,
do. What would he do if he knew that stadiums full of people were yelling his name? I've
mm,
often thought that. I'm like, it was just some guy, and now stadiums full of people say, and I've had to explain that to people in England before. The last time we were at Wembley, some British people that actually worked at the stadium, they were stadium workers. They were like having their break, a smoke break or something, and they were sitting against one of the railings. This is when it was dark. It was way after the game, and they came up and seeing that we were dressed as Jags fans, and they go, "Can I ask you something?" And I'm like, "Going what?" And they said, "What are they yelling at? Is it do
oh
all?"
yeah, yeah,
Or is
yeah,
it you all?
and that
Or
was in
what the
London,
heck
wasn't
are
it?
they saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Star. Yeah,
Yeah, it was staff. And I said, oh, they're yelling Duval.
We have to explain that on a regular basis, don't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, we do, especially to British people. They have no clue, even Americans. And then I say, well, they say, why that? What does that mean? And I said, well, it's the county. I said, in Florida, I remember this from the 2000 election. I mean, Florida counties are really important. They're like, oh, Broward County did this, and Duval County did this. I mean, you kind of learned all the counties. I learned a lot of the counties back then.
Well,
But counties are important, and especially Duval County because it's city county. It's like not all counties are city county, like the city is the county, the borderlines. And Duval
yeah,
County is really proud of themselves because
yeah.
Jacksonville is the biggest city by mileage, in the US just because of being Duval County.
Didn't
And
you
so they're proud of it.
didn't you speak to the guy that started all that off?
Yeah, 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 Easy E. Yeah, well, I didn't speak to him. I haven't really been lucky enough to meet him, but we spoke to him online. And yeah, he was
Mm.
like a DJ
It's
on
a good
one.
chant. I mean, initially I
Yeah.
was thought, oh, it's a bit weird, but if you think about all the 32 teams and stuff, I mean, it's a good chant. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
well, that's
at
the
least
thing
we
is
can
is
shout
like
out.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I sometimes joke about it. Like when I'm in England, I'll say to English people, I'll go, it's like me saying Middlesex, because that's the county
Yeah,
that my flat is in
sorry.
London. And it's like it does sound weird, but it's a great chant because everybody kind of knows what it means. And then like
Yeah,
you can ask,
yeah.
Liam Cohen to say Duval and then see how he says
Well,
it.
if you think about that other team that I don't want to mention, but all they do is go,
Oh, that team.
oh,
Well,
I
you
mean,
know
for
what? Let's be
God's sake.
honest. They got that from the Seminoles, another Florida team. It
So
was their
stole
chant
it.
first.
So
So
yeah, I mean, in terms of chants and things, I mean, I don't know all the chants. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe we should look into
we could do an episode
all the
about
32
like,
teams.
yeah, well, I don't think
But
every
yeah,
team has a chant. I mean, like obviously Go Pack Go. That was boy at the Packers game, and I
I
haven't
mean, I
really
would
been
love
to a
it. I
Packers
would love
home.
it if we did something on our socials where, um, in terms of the cry Duval, of course, as loud as you possibly can, but from obscure places, anywhere, and that would be a really cool thing to see. So
Hmm.
worldwide now, it doesn't have to be US. It could be anywhere. I mean, imagine if it's Machu Picchu or something, or the top of the
Yeah,
Eiffel Tower.
yeah.
A Jags fan shouting out Duval. I
Ayers
mean, that would be
Rock,
so
because
cool.
there's some Australian fans. You could go
Yeah,
anywhere. I mean, you've done
yeah,
one on London Bridge, and I mean, you have
yeah.
been
I'd
to
like to do
kind of
more.
strange
I'd like to
places.
do. I mean, I'd like to do more, but
Well,
we'll have to
it
do
does
that.
take a lot. I mean, even people sometimes in Florida, like we've asked people to say Duval's with us, obviously at Wembley, and people are usually game and they'll do big ones. But even in Florida, people will go, okay, Duval, and
Yeah,
even
well,
you have done it on
it's
camera because you've been somewhere where you can't be really
yeah.
super loud and you have to be respectful. So you kind of have
That's
to,
it. It's being respectful,
yeah.
but
So you can't like just scream
you
at
just
people.
gotta, you've just gotta go with it.
You got
Just
to
do
belt
it.
it out. You
I
got to
mean, the
have the old
loudest one I
pride.
think I've ever done is in Everbank
That
with
was really
Satchel.
loud. That was really loud.
Yeah,
And then you
that
did one
was.
yeah.
I had to have a lay down after that. I think.
You did one at Mayport too when you were in Jacksonville along the water. We had
Yeah, it's
lunch.
when I nearly fell in the sea. Yeah,
Yeah, we had lunch with some people and he did a really loud one. And I think people from the restaurant were like, but at
yeah,
least it's in Jacksonville, so they know what it means.
yeah.
But when you do it in London, they're like, what in the hell is going on? But
Well,
that's
if I'm
kind of
dressed
your
like
whole
this as
deal.
well,
Yeah, yeah, that's your whole deal is if people
yeah.
see that, they ask you what it is. And if you can turn
And
them
that's
on
what
to
I want to
American
do. That's what
football,
I'd like to do.
yeah.
Thinking about it, we must. I mean, I'm not going to be traveling many places this year, I don't think. But
Yes, I heard you had that bit of a scare last month. You
yeah,
kind of had us all worried.
but yes. Anyway,
Yeah.
as Heaven 17 would say, that was then, but this is now.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But
We got to
yeah,
move upward and
going back
onward,
to
don't we?
Brian. I mean, he's yeah, and New Orleans and stuff. Happy times. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
I
excited
like,
to go this weekend. I'm excited. Oh, yeah, I'm excited to wear that hat. I'm excited to
yeah,
represent. I know there's a lot of other away fans that are going to be there, and I hope
yeah.
that
You'll have to try and catch up with some of the Jaguars
yeah,
fans
I hope I can
there.
find them. I'm planning my daughter and I, Bryn. I think we've called her online before because she goes to Wembley games with us sometimes, and I think I have called her online B Kit. I don't think she liked that. She said
Right.
you better not. But I mean, okay, so I'll have her make a name for herself.
If
But
you think about it, though, when we were at um, New Orleans at the being guests of Prime. If you remember, I was on the sidelines after the game, and I had to hold up that board for Trevor, if you remember, when he was being
Yes,
interviewed.
the
But there
questions.
were, thinking about it though, never mind that question, but there were lots of Jags fans. There were lots of Jags fans there. And one
There
of
were.
them was Nikki, wasn't it?
Yes,
That we've
yes,
met
Telling
before.
Jack. Yes,
So
yes.
she'll
That's
be
where you
there
first
again.
met her.
So I mean, I remember there being lots of Jags fans. So
There is
I
a
mean,
huge contingent that goes to the away games and travels together. And, I mean, I'm going to these two away preseason games, so really hoping to meet up with a lot of them and just kind of hang out and take over a couple New Orleans bars, maybe go
oh,
to
that'd be
Bourbon
nice.
Street. I wanted to dress in our gear when we get there. And because B-Kit, whatever you want to call her, my daughter, she wears this long, curly blue wig and these little ears. And, I'm hoping that we can all wear our Jags gear and go in and take over a few pubs and maybe razz some Saints
Just as long
players.
as she does the cute cat face, because the
Yes.
cat face is cute. Just
Well,
saying.
she did a face like that because someone that I know painted her face for her. I don't think that she'll do it again because I don't personally have the paints actually, and I'm not as good. I'm not artistic. I can't paint like that. You're the
True. I
artist.
mean, I never thought about that in terms of face paints. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. You think I could
No.
have put that? I would like shake and I'd be like horrible and I make a mess out of my own makeup. There's no
Ugh.
way I can do it. But she can do really
Well,
pretty eye makeup, so she'll be put some whiskers on and the ears and
I'm sure you'll have a good time.
oh,
I'm
we're
sure
gonna
you'll
have
have
a
a
great
good
time.
time.
It's gonna be
As
yeah,
you
we're
say,
gonna
alcohol will help. So
yeah. I think Bourbon Street, if you can't have a good time on Bourbon Street, I
you
mean,
must buy Bryn a hand grenade. You
yes.
must share and do a clinky of hand grenades. You
Yes, we
must,
will definitely do that. We will definitely. I mean, that's the
must.
thing is about New Orleans. English people can't really wrap their heads around this when I tell them this, but we don't have open carry. Well, open carry, we won't talk about that, but we don't have open containers carry really many places in the US. We do in Las Vegas. We do in New Orleans, and you can walk along Bourbon Street with an open drink. But like most cities, that's why there's the whole trope of like the bum with, the paper bag with the bottle, because you're not supposed to
Well,
have it in
yeah,
public. So it's
that's
amazing that you
that's
can go down
that's
the
that's
street.
just down the road. That's in Southampton.
Yeah, I've seen those
It's
people.
outside the Saints Stadium.
Yeah, well, it's probably outside our Saints Stadium too. But what I'm saying is like you can go, they have all those frozen drink places and you can go and buy them. And
Yeah,
same thing as in
yeah.
Las Vegas. You go to those frozen drink bars and it's really cool. Of course, I
You'll
get
have
the ice
to
cream headache.
you'll have to take Bryn to that. When we were finished filming on the day before the stadium, we
Mhm.
went to that nice little diner with the
Mm.
crew, if you remember, and that
Yeah, the
was
New
that was pretty
Orleans
good
po'
food.
boy sandwich place. Yeah. At
Yeah,
the
you should
time, I
take
put
Bryn
it on
there.
Instagram and I tagged him, and it was very a handwritten menu, just very down home,
Yeah,
nothing
I
pretentious
remember it being
about
good
it.
food. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
struggled
really
to
good.
eat, of course, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always hard for
um,
you to eat, and me too.
um,
Because if I get any grease on my lipstick, it's dead.
hence
Dead.
hence when I've got a cup of tea with a straw because I just can't,
Exactly. Yeah, you got to do
you
your
know.
tea with a straw. No, and
Um,
and also I do know of a place just because I've been to New Orleans probably, I don't know, a half dozen times just as a tourist, but there's a place called Mother's that I found out about even before internet travel got, before travel, all the travel guides on the internet and stuff, found out about them from a paper travel, like a book back in the day. And they're really wonderful. But now, of course, there's a big line all the way around it. But they have the most incredible po' boy sandwiches and just soul food and just New Orleans food. Oh my God, the food there is,
Brian was saying about raw fish.
yes,
So, I
crawfish
mean, that
boil.
sounds like a big thing
It
in that
is.
part of the.
It's funny
Maybe
because
you should try
I've
that.
never,
Maybe you should try it.
well, I've had them before. I've been to lobster boils, like from New England standpoint and stuff. But crawfish boil, he called it for the rookies. They have one every year. The thing I've never known about how to distinguish, and I need to make a post about this, maybe if anybody's interested. That's the scary thing, sad thing is things that interest me or us do not interest a lot of other people.
No.
But when I'm thinking about New Orleans, okay, so what's the difference between crawfish, crayfish, and crawdads? Because to me, they all mean the same exact thing. It's
Well,
this
all I
weird
can tell you is I'll be
crustacean.
allergic to all three of them. So,
Yeah, you're allergic to shellfish.
yeah.
Yeah, you would.
So,
You probably have a weird reaction. You're throat would probably swell up. No, but I mean, to me, they're all those red things that are crustaceans and have pinchers and, and you can boil them and eat them. And I don't know the difference. So I would like to look that
Well,
up.
there you go. You have to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out.
One thing that I would recommend you stay away from, and that's the grits.
Oh, you don't like the grits?
Uh,
I know I made you have them the last time that we did go there. I said, "Oh, this is a Southern thing. You need to have some grits for breakfast." And I think you were like, didn't you think they were like cement or something?
and it's like cold porridge. One that, it's
Well, I know you don't like.
just gritty, but each to their own.
Yes.
I'm fair.
Well, it's made of a type of
I
corn. It's made of hominy, and I really don't know that other people outside the South really have grit. I'm not from the South, obviously,
Then
but
again,
I'm
never
from the
mind the
West, and we
grits.
don't really do grits. But it's a Southern thing, and when
Cornbread.
you're there, you should try them.
Cornbread I loved.
Oh,
I know
cornbread's
that's
great.
not is that a southern thing or is that a US
It's
thing
more
generally?
down home, I think. I mean, because we eat it where I am. I think
I
it
mean,
may
that
have
was nice.
originated in the South, but it's more like a dessert, really,
Yeah,
so
and of course
sweet.
the fried chicken. I mean, in the South and everything. Oh man,
It's
it's not
better
something I
there.
can eat now with my dicky tick here, but
Yeah. No, I mean, they have
yeah,
fried chicken everywhere
spices
pretty
and
much, but there's nothing like having it in the South. Really,
Cajun.
there is.
Is it Cajun?
Well, fried
Yeah,
chicken isn't necessarily, but I mean, they have Popeyes. You guys have Popeyes in London. There's one near my flat in London. There's a Popeyes.
yeah.
There's one in Ealing. And I have to admit, I am not a big fried chicken or fast food person because I try to eat healthy,
I'm
but
not anymore because I'm trying to be healthier, but
but I have been known to go into that Popeyes in Ealing just to have something American when I crave some Americanness. Because you know what? They even have a pop machine there that has ice and free refills for pop. Now, that is two things you never get in
it's
the
a
UK. You
rare
don't get
thing in
ice.
England, isn't it?
You don't get ice ever in your pop. You have to ask for it. And even then, some places won't even have it. And then you never get free refills. So I go there strictly to have that American experience. And
Yeah. You're
it,
making me feel hungry now.
I know. And I go there to get a biscuit because I've noticed like KFC, not that I ever go there because gross, but I've noticed that KFC like has they don't even have biscuits there because when people expect a cookie when they see
No.
biscuit on the
Yeah,
menu in the
chips
UK.
or fries.
And they go, "Oh, this is a scone," but it's so different from a scone. A biscuit's
Yeah,
just
I can
something
remember when
completely
I took my
different.
kids to Florida, we
Yeah.
went into KFC, the dreaded KFC, because I'm thinking it's where they came from, and it's an American company, so surely it's going to be better. But the kids didn't like the way that they didn't have fries, they didn't have chips, and instead they had biscuits.
Well,
What,
actually they do have fries there now, but
well, they
back
had,
in my day they didn't. It was mashed potatoes and biscuits, and that's what you got with your bucket. And then the bucket
yeah,
cost
and I
five
think that's
dollars
what we
back
got.
then.
I think but that's way back. That's getting on for 10 years ago.
Yeah,
So
so the KFCs, I think in England don't really have the biscuits, but they do
no,
have
they don't.
the
Biscuits
Popeyes
are
does.
custard creams,
And I was
bourbons,
able to get
digestives.
I was able to get like a biscuit at the Popeyes though. And I made sure, and they said original biscuit, but you know what? It still wasn't the same as the Popeyes ones here. It was kind of flat and really hard.
Mm,
And it's like,
as I
no,
say,
biscuits are supposed to be kind of flaky. That's the whole
yeah.
thing is a texture. But biscuits, I guess they're an acquired taste if you didn't grow up with them.
Well, as I say, it's not the best choice of word really, because biscuit to me is a digestive dip in your tea sort of thing.
Yeah. And to me, I
So
mean, the only way I think of it as a cookie is like a dog biscuit. Like we call dog treats are dog biscuits. So that's the only time we ever use the word biscuit as a
I
treat.
suppose it's just the quirky differences between over here and over there, isn't it? Really,
The common language
and
that
of which
divides
there are
us.
many.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah,
it's
you'll have a
truly
good
are.
time. I think you'll have a really good time.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just looking forward to getting the Jags gear on and going to razz some fans.
Another thing that I really, really enjoyed when I was there,
Mm.
gumbo.
Gumbo, yes.
But
Gumbo.
I didn't have any shellfish in it. I think we had a chicken or whatever. But I remember enjoying that.
Yeah, oh yeah, there are all kinds of gumbo. And I remember I used to work with this woman. She was from Baton Rouge originally, and then she lived in Atlanta at the time. But she would say gumbo. Her accent was so wonderful, and she'd say gumbo, and she told me all about it. I'm making a roux. You got to make your
Yeah,
roux. You got to use the
yeah.
okra. There's a lot to making a gumbo. It's not just, oh, you throw some stuff together and there it goes. No, you
Do me a
have to do
favor
all
when you're
these.
there,
Yeah.
while I think of it. I remember there being little voodoo dolls in the stores, in
Ah,
the
yes.
touristy stores. if you could buy me one, possibly, then I could make use of it in the
Are you going
season.
to put pins in my likeness?
I'm not going to say anything at this present time, but I'm thinking that I could make use of a voodoo doll in the season for a bit
Okay.
of fun, of course, for a bit of harmless fun.
Okay. Well, yeah,
But yeah,
remember that we all tease about voodoo, but it is a real religion and people
it
do get
is, and
very,
it's only in jest and making light of it and a bit of
yeah,
fun.
well, yeah. I mean,
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to buy all these things in
yes,
the gift
that's right.
in the gift shops and stuff.
That's right. But I just want to remind you, respectfully, that it's something that people joke about, but it is a real religion. So,
Yeah, well, there is I'm not going to say any more detail, but there is a particular player and a particular team that I want to buy some big pins and stick
really?
in
Oh,
the voodoo doll.
well, I am looking forward to it. You are quite a
So
creative guy, which is sort of
you
your whole
think?
deal. So, yeah,
Still
I've
got
been,
my new
yes,
patch stuff.
yes, 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 that's right. Nothing like wearing your picture.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to wear. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be International Fan of the Year 2023, hence the jersey. And as you see the jersey, I don't know if you can see it, but it's still got my badge on it, the
I
patch
can
that
see
they
it.
gave me at Wembley, and that's it. I mean, there's now a new batch of international fans, and I
That's
don't
right.
think it'll be fair to continue to wear it. So
You're right.
I've made these instead. So
Well, because you have
you
to have
know,
something that covers up your glue
that's
that
it.
you have the whole
Exactly
patch
that. I
with.
took off the patches, and there's this horrible gluey, globby mess.
Right.
So I needed to do something.
All over your blazer or whatever you call it, all over your suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Uh,
that is a sharp new outfit. Very nice. The captain, is just quite a costumey sort of artistic guy. So,
yeah. I mean, I was hoping, as I say, to wear it at the Everbank or something in the summer, but we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, well, we didn't
I
get to
don't
go
know
out
how
there this
well.
time.
I don't know whether it'll get any weird looks, but hey, I'm used to that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of de rigueur. I kind of noticed, I went to a Super Bowl party in Las Vegas in January and I posted on my own socials about it. I think I may have just had a very brief little allusion to it on Captain Socials, but I posted on my own. And I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to go out and there's going to be people like want pictures and stuff. Not a single person, not a single person was like, oh, you look, like very jagged up. Can I take a picture? No. When you're with a guy that's a human cat, everybody wants pictures. But when you're me, or when you just got the hat on and some makeup, I mean, I do get people saying, oh, I love that outfit. You look really great. Or especially when I'm wearing a leopard print dress that's all ladylike, hence Lady Rene, whatever. I get compliments, but I do not get requests for pictures. But with you don't get to go anywhere without taking a picture. It's crazy. It's like
Well,
people aren't used to seeing human
it's all shining
jaguars.
a light on the Jags, isn't it? That's what
It
it,
is. It is.
So
Anytime
if
that
they say,
people,
"Oh, it's that Jags guy," or "Who's that?" If they mention that four letter word Jags, then hey, we've won.
that's
So
right. It's all
you
about,
know,
I mean, people, it's like I was telling Brian, that signature saint that we were just talking to is, you ask people, what do they think of the Jags? Most people are like, I don't really think of the Jags.
that would,
And it's like
yeah,
the whole point is just to make them
yeah,
think of the Jags. And that's this Travis Hunter thing. Oh my God, there's in other cities, people are seeing Jags practices because they're so interested in Travis Hunter, which
yeah.
people are going, I'm not a Jags fan, but I'm buying
And
a Travis Hunter
they
jersey.
may only be able to mention. They may only. I mean, I'm not going to put them on the line. I'm not going to put them on the spot for any other interviews and things.
Of
But
course not. I wouldn't
they
know.
may only know Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter.
Hmm.
Because of the, and that's it. And
Hmm.
so that's fair enough.
Well,
I
especially
mean,
and this year, some of the big names are
it's
gone. I
not
mean,
their team. It's not their team.
we lost Captain Kirk, and we lost Evan Engram, and so like some of the big names you're losing, they're going away. So it's kind of like you got to bring in the stars,
It's just
and
constantly moving, isn't it? It's
yeah,
constantly changing.
yeah. I remember when I was a little kid growing up and watching football, and guys did stay with the teams. They didn't really have free agency back then, not until like at least the 80s. I mean, guys got traded occasionally, but it just wasn't very common that it was more common to spend your whole career with the same team. And now, I mean, it's
Yeah.
very rare when somebody does that. Very rare.